Hi, my name is Matt Rosenthal. I'm the CEO of Mindcore Technologies, and today I want to talk with you about something that I wish I could take credit for thinking up, but I can't. There is a gentleman that I follow named Andy Frisella, and he had actually several videos that I watched on something called M.I.Ts. And so what's an M.I.T? An M.I.T is a most important thing. So why does it even matter? In the context of productivity and in the context of always being busy, which everybody is, and in the context of constantly being distracted by social media, by our devices, by email, by people, there's this sort of central path you need to follow. Like, you need to stay on track. And being on track means getting the most important things done. So let's say you have 50 things that you want to do this week or this month. Well, maybe 45 of them are important, but if they don't get done, it's not gonna have a huge impact. Maybe 5 of them are really important. Now let's define important. They're important from the point of view that if you do those 5 things out of the 50, that those 5 things are gonna have a really big impact on whatever. It could be your business, it could just be a project you're working on. Those 5 things are gonna have a way greater impact if you do them. And conversely, not doing the other 45 things, if something has to get pushed, if something has to not get done, don't let it be the thing or the things that will have the greatest impact, right? So those 5 things probably will have a way greater impact on the outcome than the 45 things. So how do you get to that? You need to, first of all, be able to create a list. Now, I'll use myself as an example. I do this every month, every quarter, I should say. And I back the quarter down to a month, and I back the month down to a week, and I back the week down to a day. And what do I do with that? I create a list of all of my goals for the quarter. And then I take those, and then I break them down into monthly goals so that they're manageable. And I break the monthly goals down into weekly goals. Break the weekly down into daily tasks, okay? Those tasks get marked. They literally I have a system that I use, a CRM. There's a checkbox that gets checked, and it actually says M.I.T. This was something that was custom designed in the system I used. When we check that M.I.T. box, it gives me visibility into, all right, let me look at my week next week. And every Sunday night I do this. Let me look at my week that's coming up. Okay, I've got 50 things I need to do to reach these larger goals for the quarter, for the month, for the week. Well, I know that I'm gonna get grenades thrown at me every so often, right? Every so often somebody throws something over the fence that I wasn't expecting that I have to deal with. You gotta kind of assume those unknowns are gonna happen. So you're planning your week based on what you wanna do, but you know things are gonna throw it off track. Well, which ones are the ones that are the most important things that if you focus on those and you get those done, it's all right if you push the other ones off when those unknown unknowns get thrown at you. Those are the M.I.Ts. You need to have those M.I.Ts defined. You need to know why those are M.I.Ts, and you need to really be able to be disciplined enough to actually work in a way where those M.I.Ts are what's defining your week. Here's what I do. I spend the first 4 hours of every single day from about 8 to 12, and I block out on my calendar, and all I write is M.I.T. And then I go to my list, which is in a different system, and I'll look at those M.I.Ts and I'll chip away at them. I'll put time in. And some of them might be 10-hour things, and I need to chip away and do 2 hours, 2 hour blocks of time so I can stay focused. Some of them might be a 15-minute phone call. It doesn't matter what it is, but they're the most important things. This really is the difference between the sort of the 95% and the 5%. And what I mean by that is, I think about 5% of the people out there who we all look at as like these people that just get stuff done. They're just so productive. It's not by chance. They have a system. I don't know if it's this system, but they've got some system, and that system helps them identify what is the most important stuff to get done, and they get that stuff done. So when they knock over that domino, a lot of other dominoes go down with it, and that's a lot of achievement. Versus taking a random call from somebody that just wants to occupy your time, then 95% of the people kind of work in that reactive way, and they don't get much done. 5% of the people are really detail oriented, and they're able to focus and carve out that time. and know that, listen, if I get this done, this is gonna get me closer to my goals. So MITs are just that. Again, Andy Frisella has got great videos on this. I encourage you to watch his videos as well. It is a common trait among any of the most successful people that I've met or that I follow. It is a common trait, call it what you want, being able to focus on your highest impact goals, activities I should say, that will help you achieve the big goals. That's what you gotta focus your time on. And if something's gotta suffer, don't let it be that. So let me leave you with that and say, if this is something you wanna talk about, because I've got a lot more to say about on this topic, and I could show you and tell you my entire system, and it does work. Feel free to drop a message down below, but please share this video, like this video, and really think about it. Think about it and reflect on your own days and your own weeks. And if you find yourself looking back after a month having achieved nothing you wanted to achieve, it's because you don't lay your MITs out and then focus with discipline on getting them done. Thank you. I really appreciate you watching my videos.